Hi guys! So if you watched my 2019 reading goals, you'd know that my main goal this year is to read all of the unread books that I currently own and that are sitting on my shelf. So I thought today I would go through all of those books, tell you what they all are, what they're all about, if I know what they're all about, which is not guaranteed. But this is basically going to be my 2019 TBR. So the first books that I have here are A Well-Tempered Clavicle, Esrever's Doom, and Luck of the Draw by Piers. These are all part of the Xanth series, which is why I picked them all up at once. These are books 30-something to 40-something. I think they're like 38, 39, and 40, if I'm not wrong, in the Xanth series. I have read this whole series when I was younger. It was one of the first fantasy books that I ever got into. So I still try to keep up with it. He's still writing more, which is why there's still more on my shelf, and I haven't read them in a very long time, so I am behind. There's probably another book out, but these are what I have, so these are what I'm going to be reading. Next up we have Small Gods by Pratchett. This is part of the Discworld series, which actually I am reading from the start of. So I have actually 4 more books. I have Pyramids, Guards, Reaper Man, and Witches Abroad, which are all part of the Discworld series, and that's actually where I am currently in them. I'm reading them chronologically. I know you don't have to. I know they're all separate series that can be read individually, but I personally like to read things in chronological order, even if it doesn't make sense with the story. That's just how I do things because I'm weird. So I have these 5 books that I will be reading from Discworld. I plan to catch up with the whole series, and unlike Xanth, there will be no more of these, which is really unfortunate because I love Terry Pratchett's work. But I still have a lot of books that I can enjoy from him in the meantime, so these 5 are on my list too. Oy, how do I put these back? Oh no. So the next books I have are the rest of the universe of Douglas Adams, I guess. It's part of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. I read Hitchhiker's Guide 2 years ago now, but I haven't continued the series, so I have The Restaurant at the End of the Universe and Life, the Universe, and Everything by Douglas Adams that I will be reading this year. I enjoyed The Hitchhiker's Guide. It wasn't my favorite, but it's good enough for me to want to continue. You really have to get along with the humor in it. It's very British humor, so it's a hit or miss for some people. I liked it, so I will be finishing the series since I have it anyway. The next book I have is The Book of Speculation by Erika Swyler. Honestly, I have no idea what this is about. There's books on the cover, and that drew me to it. I know my father has read this, and that's literally all I know. I have no idea what this is about, and the back doesn't help me because it's blurbs. A BuzzFeed Best Fiction Book of 2015. That doesn't sound very promising. I don't know. I'll read it. One thing is it has bezeled edges. I hate these. I hate these. So many books have this, and I hate it. It makes it so hard to flip the page, but whatever. I will be reading this. So the next book is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky. I was so excited to read this. Everyone on BookTube was going crazy about this. Everyone outside of BookTube, just in the book universe, was going crazy about this, and it sounds right up my alley. It's supposed to be very character-driven, set in space, and kind of slow-paced, which is perfect for me because I love character stories, and I have a feeling I'm really gonna like this, and I got so excited and purchased it, even though it's this ugly cover, and I wish I had the other cover with the stars and everything, but oh well, this is the one I own. I need to read it because I know the trilogy is completed now, so I can just binge them all and hopefully love them as I imagine I will. Next up, is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I was going to put this off for a while, and then my cousin lent me her copy of the book, so I have it now. It's so big. It's so big. And I know it's going to be a 10-book series or something. It's the Stormlight Archive series. And it's not done yet. I think the 4th book just got released last year, I think. So I'm kind of iffy about starting it now because I know it will take a while for the series to finish, and I don't want to read like 1,000-page books and then forget everything that happens before the series is over. But at the same time, it's Brandon Sanderson and not someone like George R.R. Martin or Patrick Rothfuss, who have eternal waiting times between books. Brandon Sanderson actually puts his books out pretty consistently. That guy writes so much. It's insane. I don't understand. I really enjoy it though. But yeah, I have this book. Supposedly I'm reading it this year according to this TBR, but I might put this one off a little bit more. We will see. Another book that I got from my cousin was Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. This was a standalone novel, and I think it's going to be made into a series. My lights fell. How not surprising. I think this will be made into a series at some point soon-ish. I don't know. But I think it's okay to read as a standalone novel because that's how it was intended. I don't know anything about what this book is about. I just know that it's Brandon Sanderson and it should be good. So yes, I will be reading Elantris this year. Since making my reading goals for 2019, I said I had 15 books on my shelf. I actually got books for Christmas, so I am adding 3 more books to this TBR. I have 18 books I'm planning to read this year. This is the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. It has the 5th season, The Obelisk Gate, and The Stone Sky. I have not even unpackaged it. It's all in plastic. But I am going to be reading this trilogy with 2 of my cousins and my father. We're going to do a sort of buddy read thing, and I'm really excited for it. So I will probably be starting this, I think, in February, possibly. I have to double check on that. It's a fantasy sci-fi mixture, supposedly. And it's won basically every award ever. So, winner of the Hugo and Nebula Awards. There you go. So, I'm really excited to get to it, and I'm really excited to own the whole trilogy because now I don't have to worry about getting it from the library and waiting and having to return it and all of that mess. I have it. I can read it at my own leisure. I'm so excited. Somehow I skipped over this one as I was going through my shelf. I don't know how that happened. This is The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. Yes. I, again, have no idea what this is about. I just know it's high fantasy. It's one of the ones that everyone knows about. It's a classic. And I think it's actually also a really long series, and it's going to be made into a TV show or movie, some sort of adaptation. I know nothing about it at all, but I will be reading it this year. And the last book that I really wish I didn't have to put on this list, The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. I have been reading this book since September, and I'm so close to finishing it. Literally so close. I have less than 100 pages left. I really hope to finish this in the next 4 days. But it's January already. It's 2018. It's 2019 already. So it's technically in my 2019 TBR because I own this book. It's not fully read. It makes this list. This is a King Arthur tale from the point of view of the women, and I have many thoughts on it, and I probably should have taken notes as I was going through this because it's almost 800 pages and I'm bound to have forgotten something, I'm sure. But I will go more into my thoughts on it in my wrap-up, and I'm thinking of starting a reading vlog as well, just to motivate myself to finally finish this book. Now there are a couple other books on this shelf that I haven't read yet, but I'm not planning to read them this year. I'm not going to force myself to, but in case I get the urge to read them, I'll just show you what they are now. I have Paradise Lost by John Milton, in case I'm feeling poetic. I have Taipan by James Clavicle. I read Shogun last year, and that was a journey. So in case I feel like a lot of violence, I'm assuming, and Chinese history. Shogun was Japanese history, obviously, but I don't know what Taipan is. This is not helping me. There's nothing written here. Hong Kong? Nope, that's the film. Never mind. Yeah, China. We're good. We're good. It's Chinese history. So, historical fiction. So in case I'm in the mood for a little bit of Asian historical fiction, which I am sometimes, then I will pick this up. And the last book I have is The Twelfth Night by William Shakespeare. This would be a reread. I read this in 8th grade in school, but I don't remember any of it, even though I know all of the contemporary adaptations. She's the Man, and I've seen the movies and stuff, so I know what the story is. I don't know the original work, and I love Shakespeare, so I might get to this as well if I'm feeling in the mood for Shakespeare. Basically, these 3 books are, I have to be in the mood for something very specific at the time, and if that mood happens in 2019, then I will pick them up. Otherwise, I'm probably going to push them back another year. And that's it for the unread books on my bookshelf. I know there are some challenges going around for 2019 that are similar to this, where people are reading books that they own rather than buying or borrowing other books, so I might join in on those tags. I don't know. Some of them have specific challenges that I don't really want to do, just because I want to get through what I own and not have to fulfill anything, because I actually don't own that many books. I mean 18, but not as much as I've seen other people. So I may join in on that. I might find some hashtag to go and chat with other people, because we own all of these books for some reason. We wanted to read them at some point, and it's just sad when they don't get read. So yeah, I'm excited for the year to come, and hopefully I can make a good dent in this shelf. If not, finish it all. That seems a little ambitious. Maybe by the end of 2019, when we get to 2020, oh my god. Ugh. When we get to 2020, hopefully, all of these books on this shelf will be read. We'll see. Wish me luck. I'll see you later. Bye.